Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be discussing the kinds of a sentence. But before that, I would urge you to please go back and repeat our previous lecture on the difference between a sentence and a phrase. Because without knowing that, you won't be able to understand what a sentence actually is. So please, if you want to gain a complete knowledge, if you want to proceed further with the kinds of a sentence, I would definitely urge you to please go back and find out the difference between a sentence and a phrase, so that way you can move forward and you can understand better the things we are going to discuss next. With that said, we'll move on to our today's lecture, that is on the kinds of a sentence. Now basically there are about 4 kinds of a sentence which we'll be going through right now. After watching this video, you will completely know the kinds of a sentence, understand what sentences are assertive, interrogative, imperative, and exclamatory. The third benefit that you'll get is you'll be able to construct sentences out of all of these 4 types. Are you ready? So let's get started. Let's begin. There are basically 4 kinds of sentences, one of which is an assertive sentence. Now, assertive sentences are those sentences that make statements or assertions. For example, the boy is sitting on the bench. Now, in this, it is making a statement. Somebody is making a statement that there is a boy who is sitting on the bench. That person is giving an information, is making a statement that something is happening. In the second sentence, he did not write a letter. Now, in this sentence, it is giving an information, is making a statement, and the statement is rather negative, and that too comes in the vicinity, falls under the category of an assertive sentence. So this too is an example of an assertive sentence. The third example that I've put forward is she did go to a cinema. Now, it is an assertive sentence. It is giving an information to somebody, and it is emphasizing that she went to the cinema. By using the word did, here the person who is saying this sentence is emphasizing that she did go to the cinema. She did go to the cinema. It is putting emphasis on the word go. So it is rather an assertive sentence as well, because it is giving an information, it is making a statement. I hope you would have clearly understood this concept behind assertive sentences. There can be many more examples of an assertive sentence, which we can discuss later on, and you can put your feedback in the comments down below. You can ask me any question and I'll find out the answer for you, and I maybe discuss in the next video if you want me to. Please write down whatever problem you're facing in the comments down below. So in the second on the second number, we have interrogative sentences. These are the sentences in which a question is asked. You basically interrogate a person, you ask a question, you put forward a question, and you want an answer for that. This is an example. These are examples of interrogative sentences. Let's see a few examples. Did you see a lion yesterday? You see, it is clearly asking a question from somebody. whether they saw a lion yesterday or not. The second sentence is, do you play hockey? Again, this is asking a question. The third is, do you have a car? Again, this is another example of an interrogative sentence. You can clearly write down as many interrogatives as you can. Be sure to write a few of them in the comments down below so I can know, so I can judge whether you are able to follow with the lectures or not. Let's move on to the third part, the imperative sentences. These are the sentences in which something is requested, commanded, prohibited, or advised. For example, lend me your watch, please. Now, in this sentence, the person is requesting somebody to lend them their watch by using the word please. So it is an imperative sentence and it is the requesting form of the imperative sentence. Another example is stop writing. For example, if your teacher gives you an assignment or a quiz and he gives you a specific time within which you have to complete that quiz, and after that time has elapsed, he asks you to stop writing. So he's commanding you to stop writing. And thus, it falls under the category of imperative sentence. Now, do not make a noise. This is clearly prohibiting the students, prohibiting the person from making a noise. Thus, it is a prohibition, prohibitive sentence or imperative sentence. Be punctual. Now, it is advising the person to be punctual, be on time, complete your work on time. And so it is an advisable form, it is an advisable sentence and falls under the category of imperative sentences. Similarly, you can write down as many sentences as you can. Next, we have exclamatory sentences. In these sentences, we usually express strong feelings or emotions. For example, what a lovely scene. What a lovely scene. You are expressing your amazement by saying this sentence, and you at the end, by showing your overwhelmingness, you write down an exclamation mark as well with it to show how amazing or how amused you have got by seeing that scene. Next is, yay, we won the match. Now, whenever you are excited about something that you've done, for example, many of the people are excited and happy and joyful whenever they win a match from somebody, against someone. So they usually express yay, and after that yay, they usually put a exclamation mark to express their joy. So it is an example of exclamatory sentence. Then, whenever you have done something wrong and are regretful for it, you would say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. So you can actually say I'm so sorry, but to express your emotions that you are deeply regretful for it, you are deeply thoughtful about it, you write down and you say oh and put an exclamation mark after it, so as to convey that you're deeply sorry for it and you won't repeat it again. So these are basically the 4 kinds of a sentence that you will definitely need to know and you will definitely need to practice. And I hope you would have clearly gotten an idea about what they are and would now be able to draw sentences from them and be able to write down all these things in your notebook and be able to speak with a person, speak with people directly. So after, as it is my usual practice, after explaining all these concepts to you, we come towards our quiz for today. And the quiz is that I've simply written the statements, the sentences over here, and what you have to do is copy this statement and write down a space and put 2 brackets, and inside those brackets write down what type of a sentence it is. For example, if it is an assertive sentence or it is an imperative sentence, you can simply write down imperative or assertive or any other type of that it is. So whoever writes down the correct answers, I'll be mentioning their names in the next video. So make sure you participate and you give me your feedback about this video as well in the comments down below. Now in the next lecture we will discuss the sentence and the clause. What is basically a sentence and what is basically a clause. So we'll discuss that in detail in the next lecture. But before going, make sure you hit that like button on the video. What that like button will do is it will inform me that you found this lecture material useful and that I should create more and more of such lectures again and again every single day. And please also make sure to hit that subscribe button, because with that subscribe button you will be able to see my new videos on your YouTube homepage. And also after subscribing, make sure you hit that bell icon, because after hitting the bell icon you will get notified whenever I post a new video. You'll receive a notification directly that a new video has been posted. With that, I'll say thank you to you and see you in the next video.